Love Thy Neighbor for Rabbi Judith Halevi by Peggy Horwitz. Before long, the first star dawned. Guitars, tambourines, timpani bongos resound with mellifluous canzonet. Shabbat is celebrated on the beach. We watch the rotund moon rise as a blood-red ball falls on the horizon. For a heartbeat, the sea aflame. Bioluminescence upon tumultuous waves flash. Chilly wind causes many to wrap in lap blankets that reek from captivity in closed car trunks. A tiny boy offers the white-robed rabbi night-scented gillyflowers in a spray. She beams and hugs his small shoulders. Muslim, Christian, Unitarian, Jesuit. Neighbors gather together to share wine, bread, and prayer. Included gender-fluid individuals. Islamic women wear rainbow hijabs. Some Jewish women sport a sparkling kippah. Others wrap knit scarves around for warmth. Men sport kippot, taqiyas, black berettas, knit beanies, and some brave souls from each are bareheaded. Everyone in puffy jackets and woolly sweaters, except coatless children dash to tag one another, not caring to which house of worship they belong. They shriek with laughter. Sand coasts from their bare feet. Awe-inspired by the flashing surf, with universal ethos, we utter in unison prayer poem, bear flickering tea candles toward the embracement of God's light. Salam, shalom, peace. For a twinkling juncture in the nighttide sky, it appears as if Muhammad, Moses, and Jesus are holding hands.
A Titan of the Human Soul by Atanas Kondakov. And he stares at me with eyes big, sparkling with pain, as if I stabbed him in the back myself. He watches me cold-heartedly, grimly, but also furiously, resentfully, cursing me as though I'm to blame. How can I help a man like this? A man who didn't give up his faith alone. A man whose aches don't ache the way they did before. A man who lost his senses to his battle with time. But then there he is a minute later, stood right where I was standing in front of him, back slightly arched, bent down to speak with the beggar as to a man who he can help. A hand extended, he sits to chat. This old man on his final stretch. Barely dealt a better hand by life, but despite the worries of tomorrow, I watch them sharing a loaf with a smile. And they talk, and they chat, and they laugh. And so a colossus has risen before my eyes, a titan of the human soul, a brother, a comrade to the beggar in the mud, seraphim of our wondrous times.
To the One Who Stayed by poet Juanite Onyekwelu. Standing softly on that kitchen floor, her hands on fire. I know, of course, this is a livid way to begin a poem, but that's the point. I grew up at a time he grew away, father as a wren resigning to flight. At the dinner table, we listened as she pointed him towards the deeps, his alcohol addiction, his reckless spending, each empty shelf, all those school fees that kept accumulating, too many dead weights around her neck. It took me twice the years of childhood to understand those quiet sobs at night. And I asked her, why did you stay? Why did you stay? Until my siblings and I fall slowly, like paper planes, into the equation. The thing is, someone had to care, and wasn't Adam, pulled straight out from Eden's soil, inheriting dominion like some birthright. Like those times she farmed into her palms blistered and still had to teach in school, and still made it home early enough to keep us kids from starvation. Notice Adam? The only thing Eve desired was a little escape, the only thing he blamed her for. I'm saying I could spell these words on paper because somebody held on through 2 decades of burning, of school fees showing up like Santa on a Christmas, of late evening cooking and curry powder. In my country, there are no stable laws in place for a woman walking out of Eden. So, shout out to my Athena, to my mother, the texture of good oak, to the one who stood firm, who knew the system was lopsided, who'd be so shy to find that in this poem, her son has finally got her sweet name immortalized.